The majority of football clubs in the world have some sort of youth academy team. It's where homegrown talents can shine, grow, and develop until they eventually become club legends. You can argue that no other club in the world has done it better than FC Barcelona. Following their rock-bottom finish of the second Spanish division in 2018, the last time the Catalan Youth Academy was in the game was FIFA 18, back when career mode was relegated to this tiny little box in the corner of the menu. To be fair, not many youth academy teams can say they've been in FIFA before, so today's retro rebuild is going to be stupendous to say the least. Originally, this video was going to be a normal rebuild. Thankfully, the legend FIFA CM Tips hit me up and provided us with a challenge, a roadmap to how we approach our tenure at Barcelona B. Here's everything you need to know about the rules and objectives set out for us. The main goal is to win La Liga, the Spanish Cup, and the Champions League with Barcelona's second team, whilst using several talents from La Masia, Barca's academy. I mean, he's cutting straight to the chase right here. Secondly, we have to make sure we have at least 5 current Barcelona B players in our starting 11 at the end of the career mode, so we need to keep a hold of the main core of the team, and the majority of the squad must be Spanish, which of course is important in the homegrown aspect. We've been gifted the ability to buy back players who used to play in La Masia, such as the likes of Mauro Icardi, Hector Bellerin, Pepe Reina, Keita Balde, Adama Traore, Giovanni Dos Santos, Andre Onana, Takefusa Kubo, and Antonio Sanabria. That has been one generous talent pool we have been gifted. However, we have to make sure one youth academy scout is operating in Spain throughout the entire challenge. Last but certainly not least, one of my favorites, find the next Lionel Messi. Search for an Argentinian center forward, striker, or right winger through the youth academy. He must be an important player at the club and essentially be Messi's regen. We have to nurture him, take care of him, and develop him to become an elite baller in the future. And that is what lies ahead of us in today's video. Barcelona B currently, in present day, they are languishing in the 3rd tier of Spanish football. Nonetheless, we're headed back in time. We're going to take a trip down memory lane to another retro FIFA, and this time be doing a retro rebuild. You guys got around the first retro rebuild we did in FIFA 15 with Palermo, a team that doesn't exist anymore. So yet again today we're headed back. We're changing things up. We're keeping you on your toes with an FC Barcelona B challenge, and it's another special thanks to the man FIFA CM Tips for providing us with some rules to keep things interesting, to keep the challenge spicy. We have in store a massive rebuild ahead of us, so if you go on to enjoy the video, sit back, relax, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications to join the notification gang. This is your look at La Masia in 2017. In FIFA 18, this is how the squad was lining up back when Carlos Perez was in the squad the days before Ansu Fati. We're rocking a 4-3-3 formation with Carlos Alenya as the captain, 74 rated. He's one of our highest rated players. He's going to be a talisman. This team is going to grow throughout the years. We got to take our time. We got to be in it for the long term. It's all about the long game in this one. And here in Catalonia, let's try and even take this team above their first team. That'd be an achievement and a half to be proud about. Back when Ricky Puig was a 61 rated centre mid, 17 years of age, without even a picture to his name. I mean, you've got some talents on here that are pretty decent in FIFA 20, but back in FIFA 18, they were only emerging, bursting onto the scene. Obviously, we're starting off in the Spanish second tier. It's going to be a fight for survival. I do not want to finish in the relegation zone. I do not want to get fired, so let's hope we can keep on track. Understandably, our financial situation, it's not going to be in the best shape possible. The Barcelona second team only given £2.5 million to spend, and knowing how previous FIFAs dealt with giving you a new budget every season, I don't see that going up a crazy amount. We're going to think about things tactically, how we proceed with things, and also following the challenge. So we're going to go and invest probably most of our budget this season into hiring a youth academy scout to go ahead and operate in Spain. We have got the best of our ability right now. We've got 3-star, 4-star scout, so we're going to hire the Croatian Jurico Vrohenvek. I probably butchered that name like 1,000%, but Spain will be the destination for 9 months, and we'll keep redeeming that throughout season after season. Jurico, do your magic, work your wonders, because we're going to need every helping hand we can get. And after that, we're pretty much left with less than £1 million in the bank. So another thing I wanted to do was activate a scout future star. Back in this game, I've used up all my financial takeovers. I've used up basically most of my scout future stars. I don't think 2 scout future star redemptions are going to hurt all too much. So we're going to go in season 1. Let's see what another one of our scouts bring back. Obviously, this rebuild's going to focus a lot on the youth academy. It's going to focus on the homegrown talent. Nevertheless, now that youth admin is all out of the way, let's get stuck into the minimal transfer business we can get done in season 1. It's now come to my attention that Barcelona B, they're already pulling off some big money moves before I came in to join the club. As you can see, they've pulled off the signing for Jose Arnas, arriving from Valladolid for £11 million. That was not my doing. It was a CPU. It's already been reported in the news. So that has been one new talent, probably one of the oldest players in the squad. One of the better ones as well. So Jose Arnas, hopefully he can carry us in our first season. Don't ask why they've brought about 5,000 lights to brighten up this picture. I don't know what's going on with the lighting in FIFA 18. And here is our first signing of the Youth Academy rebuild from one Youth Academy to another. You guys love when we cause some carnage, some havoc in the transfer window, and we've done exactly that as we've brought in Cesar Galabert for 200k. We're already stirring the pot. He's a 16-year-old cam from Real Madrid. We've poached one of their talents. We've brought him on over to the Catalan side. He's a downright bargain. He's only 16. He's versatile, can play a cam, left mid, and striker, and he's got a decent mid-80s potential. Definitely going to be one for the future. I'm not too sure what he's doing in real life nowadays. I just don't know. I don't think he's in FIFA 20 anymore, but yeah, Cesar Galabert, welcome on over to Barcelona B. The wonder kids we've decided to give drills to and train up throughout the weeks are going to be Ruiz the striker, Carles Perez, Alenya, and Oriol Busquets, all who are actually currently present in the Barcelona squad in real life. They're either out on loan doing their thing, or they're still trying to break through into the first team. So you know what? We're going to simulate through all that. Hopefully they can grow and develop in the quickest and most efficient way possible. And we're already getting some results coming through. I don't know what it was with this team, but literally 70% of the squad had a release clause in their contract. So, you know, I had to that could not fly under my watch. I had to step in. We had to bulk renew a ton of contracts, and my brain is starting to hurt a bit. It's been a very tense first month in the job, awaiting our scout future star to be brought back to us. He's returned with a player that he feels like could be world class. We've heard it all before, but what do we have in our hands? Matteo Colombo, an Italian left back, 15 years of age. Oh, dearie me, as much as I'd love an Italian in the squad, it's just not the position I'm looking for. I mean, we've got a ton of left backs. We've got Cucurella. We've got a few other guys coming up through the ranks as well. It's not the be all and end all. We could sell him on in the future, make a ton of cash on him, but for now, he'll be trying to develop and continue increasing his game. And I'll let you know later down the line what we're going to decide to do with Matteo Colombo. It's been a pretty low-key transfer window to start things off in the summer, only with Galabert coming in for 200k. We've set up things for the future. We've implemented the Youth Academy scouts and the scout future star, and we're primed and ready for the years ahead. It's going to be a slow and steady grind, but you got to love the process. I'm not too sure about January business, but this is how our team is lining up. You can already tell we're struggling a bit here in the second division already, but let's hope that doesn't go on for too long. It's fun to take a look back at these things. Only, through 3 years ago, Cristiano Ronaldo announced the Ballon d'Or winner here at the start of 2018 and the Manager of the Year. I'm sure Sir BCHD will be in hot contention once we overtake Barcelona and take this Barca B squad to the top. A little bit of a cheeky halfway report on the Youth Academy right here. Here are some talents that have caught our eye at the moment. We've got the likes of Xavi Villa, another midfielder, Feliciano Malalondo, I don't even know how to say that name, and Vasco Granero, 84 to 94 potential. You might be seeing these stars come through to the first team in the not too distant future. Who remembers these massive transfer billboards back in FIFA 18? They made their one and only appearance in this game and they never returned, but what a memory this brings back, something I never thought I'd remember again. Deadline days arrived in January and we've managed to activate the pre-contract of Pepe Reina. We've picked him up on a free. We've brought back a former La Masia Youth Academy graduate all those years ago. We took advantage of the pre-contract. I know it's completely unrealistic, but it's part of the challenge. We're going to bring back some of the old favorites, some of the old guard. Pepe Reina will arrive and be our #1 dead set in Season 2, and he's going to be on 42k a week. He's going to be one of the most highly paid players of the club, and he also has a cheeky £11 million release clause in there, so we can make a bit of money on the old veteran. It's another simplistic transfer window to wrap your head around. Reina in, £0 spent, £0 of profit, and January is done and dusted. We need some experience to guide the youngsters here in Barcelona B, and it's exactly the type of signing we needed. Here is how we've ended off the season, and we fed in 13th position in La Liga 1-2-3, La Liga Smart Bank as they call it nowadays, but it's a stable mid-table position. We weren't really all too threatened by the relegation zone. We finished well above it, not that we could get relegated, but we're also up against some other Youth Academy teams like Sevilla Atletico, who is Sevilla's second team, which I thought was a fun fact, and we finished above them, so it's a good sign, but definitely looking forward into season number 2. I want to be pushing for those playoff spots. We were nowhere to be seen in the Copa de España as we didn't even make the round of 16, which is fair enough, and in the top flight it is Leganés, Getafe, and Las Palmas coming to greet us next season. Here are our best performers in our debut campaign. We got Jose Arnaiz finishing with 25 goal contributions, 15 goals and 10 assists. We also do have Leiva in there with 9 goals on 5. Abel Ruiz, our striker, who we're looking to grow and develop. He's gone up a +5 this season, up to a 72, 7 goals and 4 assists. And Carles Alenya with a +3 to his overall. The captain getting 5 goals and 3 assists on the the cards. Also, Carles Perez with 7 goal contributions, and Oriol Busquets from CDM. He went deep and managed to bag 3 goals. That's Cucurella from left back with 2 goals. Dynamic potential isn't in FIFA 18. It took a while to add that along. The Wonder Kids don't get game time, they're still going to grow and develop, which I guess it benefits us in this kind of rebuild where we're starting off from the bottom and we need to rely on the youth to grow. I could get used to this. +5s, +4s, +3s all across the board. I definitely do like what I see. That is going to mark the end of our debut campaign here in the Spanish second tier. We're looking to take things to a brand new height come season 2. Let's prove to the world why we're a young and upcoming Spanish powerhouse in the making. Let's see what season 2 has on the horizons. And the board have been generous with us. To start off our second campaign, £4 million, definitely an improvement upon season 1. This is before the preseason tournament, by the way, so it could go up. Can we hire a better scout though? Let's improve our scouting game. Carlos Suarez for £1.8 million, a 4-star scout. I'll go with the domestic man, and we'll go with a 9-month scouting network in Spain, of course. And yet again, just like in season 1, one of our staff members are going to scour all of the country to find us some of the best talent in the land. And to redeem our last scout future star, it is the final one for the video, the final one for the rebuild, and the last one I can use in FIFA 18. How am I ever going to recover? But let's hope it's a Spaniard this time around. Season 2, we're still balling on a budget. Let's see what differences and improvements we can make to Barcelona B. It's only taken us 2 years, but we're kicking off the summer with a departure at the club. We've sold on Marc Cardona. He is joining CD Numancia for £2.6 million. The 23-year-old, 70-rated striker. He's just not up to the quality that I want here at Barca B, and hopefully he can take his talents elsewhere. We have captured our first major signing so far. We have broken the bank for Brahim Diaz. This one actually does have a bit of context behind that. We're rewriting history, as in current day, he's actually a Real Madrid player. Obviously, we purchased him for £3.4 million from Manchester City. Pep Guardiola was happy to comply, and our brand new number 9 will be a super sub off the bench, still only 19 years of age, 70 overall, and that has pretty much taken up our entire transfer budget, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. In a brutal negotiation war, this was not a transfer that was done the easy way. It was definitely done the hard way. You're gonna love Diaz's versatility though. He can play center forward, right mid, cam, wherever we need him in the front line, he'll be comfortable. So welcome on over to Barcelona B, back to the homeland, Brahim Diaz. Our second scout future star for season 2 has arrived back to us, as we have picked up Helder Bastos, this time a Portuguese 15-year-old right midfielder. He's valued at 350k, he's already 60 overall and has the potential of 66 to 86. That's a pretty big range for my liking. I don't know whether I can employ my trust in him as of yet, but for now we're still rocking with our 5 members. I might even promote Mateo Colombo. I'm going to promote him to the senior team and see how the 16-year-old can hold up. In the training drills for season 2, it's the familiar faces, the exact same from our debut campaign: Ruiz, Perez, Alenya, and Oriol Busquets. It's our second departure from Barca B, and right here we have Jose Martinez for £1 million. He's making the trip over to Cordoba CF, a fellow second division club. Imagine being 25 years of age. He's our centre back. We've got better younger players ahead of him in the pecking order, and I decided why not? Let's ship him off, get a bit of cash for him whilst we can. It's been a clear-cut transfer window from the summer. It's a high quality acquisition for 3.4. We've made 200k profit with the Cardona and Martinez sales, and we're going to wrap it up there. Here is how the squadron will be lining up for our promotion push come season 2. Let's hope these lads can do enough to get us into the big time. In real life, Barcelona B actually aren't allowed to participate in the same league as Barcelona, so we're about to break some rules. We're about to break history. Breaking news: January has rolled around and we have managed to pull off some major business right here in the winter. For 1.3 million, we capture the signature of the Japanese ex-La Masia Youth Academy graduate Takefusa Kubo from FC Tokyo. This was, I believe, his first FIFA he appeared in, and he was only 17, well 16 when he got added in, but now that we're one season into the future, he's turned 17. What is it with us signing current Real Madrid players in 2020? Takefusa Kubo plays for Real Madrid. He's on the books at Los Blancos. It's another one of those classic cases where we're rewriting FIFA history. Takefusa Kubo, our brand new number 7. He's a definition of versatility. He's got it in his middle name: cam, right mid, striker, and left mid. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a 2D face, but that doesn't matter because he is going to be an absolute gun in a couple of seasons' time. I cannot wait to see his growth here at FC Barcelona B. Be a bit bargain hunting as well. I mean, 1.3 mil for the Japanese sensation. I mean, I take that any day of the week. Nonetheless, we were able to fund that move through the sale of Ruiz del Galarreta. And Nigo's going to make the switch to Wolves in England for 2.3 million. We sold him earlier in the season, but it's now been finalized here in January. And one of the oldest players, 25, just like Martinez we sold a couple of months ago, he is departing the team, and we've brought in a brand new teenager. We move as our youth academy continues to exceed expectations right here with Marcio Sepulveda. These Spanish names, they're giving me a hard time. Nevertheless, he's got 84 to 94 potential. That's going to be promotion straight away to the senior team. I'm not messing around with him. Xavi Villa as well. He'll be a lovely addition, and we'll move down to Granero. Yeah, he's going to be decent. 61 overall, 86 to 92 potential. And for the rest, we don't want to pull the trigger too early. We'll wait it out. One player out, one player in, a few youth academy promotions, and our scouts are doing the business. Let's go ahead and see how season 2 ends for Barca B. It is 4th position for us as we finish off the La Liga 1-2-3 season. We made it into the playoff spots, which was our goal on 80 points. Las Palmas and Osasuna get automatically promoted. It's between Getafe, us, Leganes, and Real Zaragoza. We aren't really making all too much effort in the Copa de España as we're nowhere to be seen. And in the P de Ascenso, we take out promotion playoff victory. Now, we were up against Leganes on a 2-leg basis. We went on away goals, and then we take it out 3-2 in a 5-goal thriller, a 2-legged final against Zaragoza, and that all but confirms our La Liga promotion. We're into the big time, boys. It was written ever so graciously in the stars as we're going to be coming up against the likes of our first team, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, who are the main protagonists, though, behind this promotion push, and there's one man behind the job, Jose Arnaiz, 29 goals and 15 assists in 53 appearances. No doubt, single-handedly taking us to the top flight of Spanish football. 15 goals and 8 assists for Carles Alenia, going up a +4 to an 81 overall. The likes of Abel Ruiz managed to bag 9 goals. Even Sergi Palencia from right back, 9 goals and 2 assists. Abriab Diaz off the bench. He's unhappy at the moment, but 7 goal contributions in 18 appearances isn't anything to shy away from. And Oriol Busquets with 3 goals. Marc Cucurella proving his versatility with 3 goals and 3 assists from left back, 53 appearances for him, plenty of game time. And Carles Perez with 2 goals and 5 assists. Was low-key expecting a bit more from him as we make our way down the table. How did Pepe Reina go, actually? The veteran managed to pick up 17 clean sheets. He is going down rapidly, though, a -3 to his overall. He's 36, and you know what? We'll sign him up on a brand new deal. And just like that, we're up there with the big boys. Promotion has hit me hard. We qualified through the playoffs. I don't really know if we deserved it over Getafe, but we'll take it any day of the week. We're going to end off season 2 right there, and the one and only goal, our sole purpose here in our 3rd season, is to survive. For the first time in history, we are breaking the rules of football right now, and Barca B get to come up against Barca's first team in the 1st division. What am I even witnessing? The things only possible in FIFA. You've got to love it. It's a relatively scarce budget we've been gifted with, £6.3 million to survive La Liga. The Barca B board probably expecting a goddamn miracle to happen if they want to have that on their minds. Survival is going to be extremely slim. You know the tradition by now. We're setting up yet another Spanish scout in the 9th month period. That is how we're going to deploy things come season 3, and we just need some more extremely talented Spanish wonder kids. Our training preset is as follows for season 3. We're looking to improve our depth and quality, so what we've done, we've gone ahead and put in Puig, Gelabert, Cuencia, and Diaz, who we picked up in season 2. As much as our chances are slim with a 69 manager rating, I've looked forward into the future. There's only 1 in 14 million possibilities, 14 million outcomes that we stay up, and we're going to do everything in our power to make sure it takes place here in our 3rd season. Seeing those 2 names next to each other on the table just doesn't look right, but hey, it's a normality here in this FIFA 18 retro rebuild. Get used to it. After renewing a bulk load of contracts, we were left with bare bones to work with in the transfer window. We had no choice but to invest in loan deals. Desperate times have called for desperate measures, and I'm willing to take in anyone to help us achieve salvation right now, as we've brought in Sergio Gomez from Borussia Dortmund. He's arrived on a 1-year loan spell, 72 rated, 18 years of age. He was brand new into FIFA 18, and he's the absolute goat of a wonder kid. He starts off young, and he can grow to an absolutely insane overall, so we've brought him in. Pablo Maffeo has arrived as well, another young wonder kid from Manchester City. The right wing back will be on a 2-year loan spell, as Jordi Imbula joins us in from Monaco as the 20-year-old right mid, 74 overall. I think they can get some game game time and do the job. And this is actually a rebuild first. Drink it in, as Barcelona have done business with Barcelona B. As Dennis Man, a Romanian right winger. Yes, I know we've brought in a lot of attackers, a lot of right wingers, but I think the more talent, the merrier. The 75 overall attacking presence has joined on another 2-year loan spell, and he does have a release clause in his contract, so hopefully we can activate it once the loan spell's up. Those have been our 4 horsemen introduced for Season 3. If we even wish to have a sniffing chance of survival, we gotta hope Pepe Reina gets into the prime of his life in between the sticks. He's gonna have a season for the ages. We're out here fighting for our lives. Let's get amongst it. So just when you thought this La Liga campaign couldn't get any more bombastic, we have pulled off the greatest of great escapes. We have finished just above the relegation zone. It was 17th or bust, and we finished on 32 points, 1 point ahead of Granada. Relegated on the final day, Osasuna and Las Palmas joined them in the second division. And on the other spectrum on the table, it is Sevilla, surprise champions of the league. Barca and Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid don't even qualify for Europe. What is happening in this save? And Barcelona B survive La Liga. For the first time in this rebuild, we finish in the Copa de España round of 16. We got eliminated 5-1 to Real Betis. Salvation and a round of 16 Copa de España appearance. I couldn't be happier. And here are our star performers that assisted us to achieving those goals. It is Carles Alenia. He's starting to prove to be our playmaker, our marquee player with 15 goal contributions. Jose Arnaiz, who single-handedly got us here into this division. 10 goals and 11 assists, double figures. And Abel Ruiz with 7 goals and 1 assist. Brahim Diaz, he's in bad form, but he's managed to pick up 6 goals and 3 assists whilst maintaining the injury. Our scout future star Colombo, who I'm trying to sell on in the future and get some more cash in the bank. He managed 3 goals from left back. And the loanee, Pablo Maffeo, with 2 goals and 4 assists. Our loanee is doing quite well. He with Dennis Man, also with 2 goals. And Carles Perez managing 4 goal contributions. Hopefully some of those loan deals, I'm looking to make permanent deals in the future. Definitely Ricky Puig managed a bit of game time. Jordi Mbula not doing all too much in up front with no goal contributions whatsoever. And Pepe Reina, I mean, he's 37. He's gone down 3 overall. He's still putting in that shift though. 8 clean sheets in 38 appearances. We're moving on into our 4th season. We're going to have to say goodbye to a few of our loanees, but they helped us achieve that goal. 32 points, the magic number, and the confidence has never been higher here at Barcelona B. Let's continue to build this Spanish dynasty. We start Season 4 by letting go of a bit of deadwood we found at the club. I didn't even realize it was here. However, Ipswich Town has spent 730k on Migueni. I didn't even know why I was here. I don't know what he was doing at La Masia, but he's out the door and he's headed off to the championship. It's our first signing of Season 4, and the player we've acquired, we've made sure his deal was on a permanent basis this time around. It was Sergio Gomez, our loanee from the previous season. He was a man that didn't get all too much game time, but I'm sure he can grow and develop, become a main player in this squad. On a 5-year deal, he's arrived for 8.6k from Dortmund, and surprisingly enough, it has been our first swap deal of the rebuild so far. We have offered up our backup right back, Moura. I forgot to mention it earlier, but Sergio Gomez did participate in La Masia's youth academy in his earlier days, so I guess he is returning back to his home club. Here is our second player sale in Season 4. Rayo Vallecano have sealed the £2.5 million transfer for Ferran Sarsanidis. The 23-year-old now, he's getting on a bit for an academy team. I mean, if you haven't made it by 23, I don't know, let's revive your career somewhere else. Rayo Vallecano's picked him up. Turns out, completely forgot about the next Messi Youth Academy target, the goal and objective that FIFA CM Tips set out for us. So yeah, we're 4 seasons late, but our buddy Carlos, he's out in Argentina trying to scout the next Lionel Messi. It's a big name to live up to. It's a lot of pressure on your shoulders early doors, but let's hope we can find him. It's yet another player purchase to report on, and the swap deals, they've started getting a bit more momentum right here. It's Barcelona B. We pick up Jorge Sainez, our brand new number 2. He's going to be a backup centre back at 75 overall. We picked him up for 5.6 million from Tenerife. It's our backup centre back. Turin headed the other way. We've included him in the deal. In what has been one of our most productive windows to date, we've done more than Barcelona actually have. They've only spent 31 million. We have sold a bunch. We've traded a bunch. We've brought in 2 players on a permanent basis, Gomez and Sainez. Here is how the squad is looking going into Season 4. Yes, just another fight for survival, I guess. If we can finish above 17th, that would just be brilliant. So let's see what the Barca B boys can conjure up in Season 4. I don't think you guys are going to be able to understand how... Oh my goodness, I'm so glad we finally pulled this off. It is a pre-contract deal for the one and only Mauro Icardi. We have had to work around the clock to make this happen, and the 28-year-old 91 overall, his contract was expiring, and we have done the business and got him in on a free at the start of Season 5. he is going to be our Argentinian talisman. And I'm just so relieved. Oh my goodness gracious me. What an addition. He is hands down going to be the best player in our squad. 91 overall. You'd think Barcelona would go in for the deal, but no, it's Barcelona B. I mean, what a piece of business. We just bagging bargain after bargain, and these were the transfers that made it all possible. We managed to get a few extra funds from Monchu. He is off to Albacete Bepie. What a name, but 2.8 million pounds. Takefusa Kubo, who was a bit unhappy, and at 73 overall, 19 years of age, he's just on loan at Sao Paulo. He will come back, but we've managed to free up as many funds as possible to bring this man in. It's a transaction that could prove to be a pivotal point in the rebuild and for our youth academy. Whilst Barca is signing another Argentinian striker, the second team are going after a 91 rated Icardi. I mean, there's levels to this game, ladies and gentlemen. So we were on track to finishing mid-table this season. We were going so well halfway throughout, and then we completely dropped off. Yes, I'll explain later. You understand why. We've avoided relegation once more. We finished in 16th. We've improved from our first season in the top flight. On the other end, it is Real Sociedad. What are with these title winners? Barcelona and Real Madrid finished in second and third. Espanyol make the top four. We still made it pretty deep in the Copa de España, around a 16 appearance, getting knocked out against Real Sociedad, who eventually made it to the final. We lost 3-0 though. And yeah, as you can tell, we've had Arnaiz injured for the most of the season, long-term injuries to our two starting centre backs and Carles Perez. It has been an injury crisis like no other. Here are our main performers though. Abel Ruiz with 9 goals. He's our top goal scorer in there with 10 goal contributions. I don't think anyone could pick up any kind of momentum considering we had so many long-term injuries. Nevertheless, Carles Alenya, now at an 86, he's one of our highest rated players at the club. He's the best midfielder at the club with 14 goal contributions. Cucurella always providing from that left back spot. Jordi Mbula, whose loan's expiring, manages to get 6 goal contributions, 5 goal contributions from Pablo Maffeo, our right back, yet another loanee. Pepe Reina in his last season, 9 clean sheets, and I'm looking to invest in that goalkeeping spot for next year. We've had injuries, a cursed season, minimal improvement, but nonetheless, it is survival in La Liga for Barcelona B. A few loanees we have to say goodbye to, but for the time being, we're going to be looking like a completely different squad headed into 2021. And I cannot wait to find out what's in store for us come the start of Season 5. I think it's well established that the B in Barcelona B stands for bargain right now. Yes, we're at it again, and we've picked up a massive upgrade to that goalkeeping spot. We have brought in Andre Onana from Ajax on a cheap release clause. We've activated the Cameroonian's release clause for £15.2 million. He's valued at 24 mil and at 84 overall, only 25 years of age. He's going to last us for at least the next 5-10 years. He is coming at the perfect time. Rainer's on the decrease. We haven't really got a solid backup. No ifs or buts. He's going to be our main man in between the sticks. Andre Onana, welcome to Barcelona B. Welcome back, son. The hunt continues, ladies and gentlemen. Unable to find the next Messi in the first season. We tried this, so we're going again in Season 2, and we haven't even got the money to buy new scouts at the moment. We've basically spent the whole entire budget on that 15 mil release clause for Onana. It's some of our most expensive sales so far. We have UD Las Palmas coming in, £8.5 million they've spent on Balu Tabla, the new number 7 for the Canaries. They've swooped in for the Ivorian, 22 years of age, 74 rated. I'm looking to get a brand new winger slash backup attacker we can put in that front 3 trident. He served us well in the first few years, but 5 seasons down the track, I don't think he's part of our future plans, so he's off to pastures new. Alongside a fellow Spaniard, Alex Collado, only £3 million. He wasn't that great in this game. He's still only 71 rated at 22 years of age. I think he's lost that future hype, future potential, and Leganes have swooped in for £3 million. They've acquired him, and that is easily over £10 million in our transfer budget. We've got our hands on 2 signings. That means 2 release clauses have been activated. We have brought back the 2-year loanee, Dennis Mann, £5.1 million release clause. I did mention that he had a little cheeky release clause embedded in his contract, and you bet we've activated that. The 23-year-old Romanian, he comes from Barca's first team, so I guess I'll let it slide. I'll let us sign him on a permanent basis. Barcelona are helping us out even though we're competing with them in the same league. It doesn't make sense, but you know, you get the gist. We're hustling and bustling on deadline day as we manage to secure the deal. We've managed to lure in the Romanian for a cut price, and he'll be yet another pawn in our attack going forward. We're going to manage to have some major improvements, a bit of a shake-up in that front 3 trident, but I think it is a winning formula going forward. I've got some high hopes as we head into 2022. January's arrived, and you guys know what that means. We were on the hunt for some pre-con contracts. Another free is going to join us at the start of Season 6. It is Rodri, back in his Villarreal days, back before he joined Atletico and Manchester City. We could have gone for more. Our financial situation wasn't appropriate for the deals, and we only could afford Rodri. 75k a week, 86 overall. He's going to slot straight into that midfield. He's a Spaniard, so he complies with the challenge rules. We're just leeching off these pre-contracts at the moment. First Icardi, now Rodri. I don't know who's next, but for sure, we got something special going on right now because we've got a knack from stealing bargains. And halfway through the season, for the first time ever in history, we're currently above Barcelona's first team in the table. I mean, not by much, we're tied on points, but it's just still crazy to see. We're making progress, and that's all that matters. We were a whisker away from a European dream, finishing the season off in 7th. Atletico and Real Sociedad just 4 points ahead of us, but what an improvement from 16th to 7th in one season. I mean, I know it's the help of Onana and Icardi, but that's the whole point. We're making upgrades, we're making improvements, bringing in these ex-La Masia Youth Academy graduates. They seem to be working wonders at Barca B. Meanwhile, Barcelona's first team went on to win the league by 1 point. Villarreal and Espanyol in 2nd and 3rd. Real Madrid finishing off in 4th. A very interesting La Liga table with Valencia down in 16th. But nowhere to be seen in the Copa de España. We are yet to go for a really deep run in that competition thus far. And here is the state of our team. Here are our star performers. I'm not too sure if we get Europa League qualifiers or what kind of happens next season. We're going to have to find out. But how is Xavi Villa? It is a youth academy prospect that we found through the scouting network. He's got 13 goals and 4 assists. He's been our MVP so far, and he's 75 overall. Okay, that's interesting. 17 goal contributions. Carlos Elena, always as consistent as ever. The captain with 15 goal contributions. Jose Arnaiz with 15 goal contributions, 9 goals and 6 assists. Dennis Mann was definitely worth that £5.1 million release, scores 9 goals and 2 assists. And Carles Perez from right wing getting 5 goals. Ricky Puig also in there with 2 goals. As we scroll down, Sergio Gomez, 1 goal and 1 assist. How is Mauro Icardi 91 overall? Only 4. Wow, he's only scored 1 goal in La Liga. Are you kidding me? What is going on at the moment? And Onana only managed 9 clean sheets. So we've brought in quality, but it hasn't really guaranteed us results. How has Icardi had a flop of a season? Luckily, we only brought him in on a free, as Pepe Reina, I think he's retiring this season, -5 overall at 39 years of age. I mean, he's getting on a bit. We've had unexpected rising heroes, an improved league position, and some pre-contract flops. Let's hope Rodri doesn't put up those numbers. I need Rodri to be one of our best players for Season 6, as we potentially could have some European competitions on the horizons. Who knows? As Barca B, they're putting their name on the map, not only in Spain, but in Europe. To open up Season 6 on a bang, we've done our due diligence and we have gone in. We have signed a major improvement for that centre-back spot. It is Jorge Mer for £25 million. Our brand new number 4. He's our highest rated centre-back now, and the 25-year-old Spaniard arrives from Nantes in France. He was an up-and-coming prospect in this game. In FIFA 18, Jorge Mer was one of the go-to Spanish centre-backs. He will be partnering the Spanish youngster Cuencia at the back, so hopefully they can form a bit of a partnership going forward into the future. Our debut European campaign, and that should surely do the trick. We started off, the transfer budget was looking good at around £35 million. However, we had to renew a bulk load of contracts, so yeah, that transfer value came right down. We're all going on a European tour. Yes, that's right, Barcelona's second team. We're qualified for Europe in Group C. We've been drawn with Club Brugge, Fenerbahce, and Lech Poznan. I mean, it doesn't really matter how we do in the Europa League. Our main goal is the Champions League, but it would be nice to see how far we could go in this competition and really prove our European pedigree. And that's all she wrote for our Season 6 summer transfer window. Jorge Mer in for 25 mil. And hey, we're outspending the senior team. They haven't done anything this transfer window. We've spent 25 million more than them, and we're Barca B. I mean, if that doesn't just show utter dominance in the transfer window, if that doesn't show our intent, I don't know what will. As this is our starting 11, this is how it's shaped up. The same front 3 from last year. However, Rodri joins us in midfield. Now purchase of Mer joins in the back line. We've got some players on international duty. We're killing things, and we're probably just a few more steps away from overtaking the senior team. This is going to be a wild Season 6, so strap yourselves in. January's dawned upon us, and you know what that means. It's free contract season. I know we're on a roll 3 years in a row, but I'm going to make an exception for Adama Traore. He was an ex-La Masia Youth Academy graduate. We've been allowed to sign him. He's eligible to be signed, and he's out at Lokomotiv Moscow, the 26-year-old, one of our most highly rated attackers. and for 78k a week, he's going to join us at the start of season, lucky number 7. And hey, I could have gone more with this. I could have gone absolutely outrageous. We tried going in for Dani Ceballos, but it just didn't go through, and I thought that'd be a bit too unrealistic. One of Real Madrid's best players, so we're just going to calm it down. It's only Adama Traore on a free. Our European performances, couldn't ask for anything better, really. Undefeated, 100% record. We're into the next round on 18 points. And I know this Find the Next Messi Youth Academy regen has been lurking in the back of my mind for so long right now, and we're about 6 seasons in. This might be the closest we get. Jose Rivero, he's a right mid, I understand, but he is the closest thing we've got to Messi so far. A few months down the road, and we are back. Jose Rivero, I think he's the real deal. 90 to 94 potential, 61 overall, 550k valuation. We're promoting him to the senior team. The next Messi has been found through the youth academy. That is that objective ticked off. Now, let's just hope he turns out as good as our scout says he is. Take it in, drink it in, soak in the moment, do whatever you can to absolutely admire this league table right now. Not only have we finished in a Champions League spot above our first team, but finishing runners-up. Atletico Madrid take out the title on 89 points. We were well away from it, but so are the rest of them. And Real Madrid, who are on top halfway in the season, they've had a terrible second half. They finished in 5th. Getting relegated is Celta Vigo, Leganés, and Deportivo. Valencia down in 14th. But hey, we're coming for the Champions League in Season 7. We've ticked off way too many things on our bucket list, but the Copa de España still goes begging. We didn't even make it through to the round of 16. I am honestly lost for words. We got knocked out pretty early in the Europa League to Grasshopper in the round of 32. Doesn't show it, but yeah, we didn't even make the round of 16, so the Europa League was a bit of a fail. However, it allowed us to finish 2nd in our domestic competition. It was a mad league campaign, and we're only just 1 step away from winning a major title in this Barca B rebuild. So right here, it is Jose Arnaiz, our best player, with double figures in both goals and assists, 21 goals and 13 assists, 34 goal contributions for the Spaniard. Always consistent. It is 18 goals, 8 assists, 26 goal contributions for Mr. Dennis Mann. It is 17. I mean, the Romanian. He's gone from the first team to the second team, and he is reveling in it right now as Abel Ruiz with 14 goal contributions. Rodri in his debut campaign for Barcelona B, 5 goals on 5. Cucurella from left back with 4 goals and 2. Xavi Villa, our best performer last season. He only managed 7 games, but 4 goals in 7 games. Brahim Diaz also off the bench now at an 83 overall. Mauro Icardi, it's the curious case of the Argentine. He might just be the biggest flop I've ever signed. Like, how are you 91 rated? 24, only getting 24 games for 1. I'm losing my voice at the side of this because only 1 goal and 3 assists. Like, he's gotten 2 goals in 2 seasons for a 91 rated striker. What are we paying for? Why are we giving you wages every week? Nevertheless, Andre Onana doing his job in between sticks with 12 clean sheets in 32 appearances. And this is how the next Messi is looking. Right mid cam / centre mid, 18 years of age, grown a +3. And we only signed him a couple of months ago, and he does have a 3-star skill move, 1-star weak foot. I guess it kind of lets him down, but hey, it's the closest thing we're going to get to the next Messiah. Upon Adama Traore's arrival, us finishing 2nd, qualifying for the Champions League, we're coming for our first major trophy next season. As Season 7 looms large, it could be one of our best yet, and I cannot wait to get stuck in. And our first piece of action for Season 7 is the sale of Alejandro Marquez, the Venezuelan 4th string striker. He is off to FC Ural for £9 million. It's the return of the prodigal son. It's our most expensive and our best signing to date. Hector Bellerin, ex-La Masia Youth Academy graduate. He is returned in from Arsenal. Arsene Wenger was not an easy negotiator, but for £42.452 million, we've returned the right wing back to Catalonia. He is going to join the much superior Barca B in comparison to actually Barcelona themselves. He was an eligible player we could sign, and he provides just a major upgrade in that right back spot, improves our defense yet again 2 years in a row. He's been on my radar pretty much ever since the start of this rebuild. We could only afford him right here, right now, with pretty much all of our allocated budget this season. He's actually got a game face in FIFA 18, which is quite surprising, quite nice, a little surprise. In attempt to clear out some of the dead wood at the club, raise a few more funds, we have sold Marcio Sepulveda. Yes, he was a youth academy player we found. Didn't really hit it off, and he's only 76 rated. For £15 million, he is headed off to Talares. 2 sales in a row right here. It is one of our main centre backs who has applied his services throughout 7 seasons seasons, the Uruguayan Santiago Bueno, the new number 14 for Real Betis. We've sold him off to a fellow La Liga club for £10 million. He will join them, the 24-year-old now. It's departures galore at the moment as we have Helder Costa. I think it was one of our Scout Future stars, actually, the Portuguese right midfielder. £3.2 million Rayo Vallecano have coughed up for him, and we do make a bit of profit. I mean, he didn't really hit it off here. He's still got some potential. He's not Spanish, so decided to sell him on for a cheeky little bit of profit. Well, actually, it was two of our Scout Future stars. Matteo Colombo, the Italian left back slash centre back. We finally managed to grow him up a bit, and we've actually been able to sell him on for quite a bit of money here. £15.4 million. The Italian is headed off to the homeland, and he's joining Fiorentina in Serie A. And it's all that hard work selling player after player has finally eventuated into something. Here you have our second defensive signing for Barcelona B. £49.8 million spent on Jesus Vallejo. He's an ex-Real Madrid player, but he's arrived from RB Leipzig. We've nearly spent half £100 million right there. It beats out Hector Bellerin's transfer fee. Vallejo partnered up with Jorge Mer. I'm just looking at a great Spanish brick wall being formed in front of our goal. Andre Onana is going to have a field day. He isn't an ex-La Masia Youth Academy graduate, but he does qualify for the squad considering he is Spanish, and we are opting for quality over quantity. I mean, that is the most ideal kind of signing we need right now. Here is how the squadron is shaping up. That right-hand side, Adama Traore, Bellerin, it is looking saucy, and Vallejo's addition in the back line is just looking oh so solid at the moment. And for our debut in the Champions League, we've been let off the hook, I guess. AS Monaco, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sporting Lisbon. We've been drawn into Group E. Now, I can't even begin to explain the type of situation we've managed to find ourselves in. Last game of the La Liga season, and we finessed ourselves into not only title contention, but the ability to take down the title on the last day of the season. Real Madrid on top for now. We have a game to play, 1 point behind us. All we need to do is either draw or win away against Espanyol. And baby, we might have the title in our hands by the end of this simulation. This is our strongest starting 11 going into it. Cucurella is suspended, and we also do have Busquets injured, so we've had to make a few changes here and there. It's all come down to this. For our first piece of silverware, the La Liga title, Espanyol is standing in the way of us local Catalan rivals. Are they going to rain on our parade? Will they do the unthinkable? I mean, all we need is just some points on the board. So, a yellow card in the first minute for Vallejo. It's not going to do the best for our cause, but we'll try again. We're going to watch out the simulation. And let's prompt up the... Oh my goodness, already in the space of 3 minutes. I didn't even look. Moreno and Alenia on the score sheet. It is currently 1-1. We have the rest of the second half remaining. And now the academy team has their chance. Alenia with the double. The captain coming in clutch in the big games. Villar's on a youth academy prospect. We have 10 minutes left. 5 minutes left. Will there be one last twist in the tail? No, there won't be. And Barcelona B with the final 3 points of the season. On the last day, we take out the La Liga title. In 7 seasons, it's taken us from a youth academy team to title contenders, and we have proven to be league champions. Oh, victory, it tastes ever so sweet. Oh my goodness me, we've gone above our rivals. We beat one of our Catalan rivals on the last day of the season. We finished above our senior team, Barcelona A, whatever you want to call them. I don't know, it kind of feels awkward. Should Barcelona fans be celebrating that their second team has won the title over them? I mean, this parallel universe we're living in, it's absolutely bonkers. This is how the final league standings did look on the last day of the season. We win with 85 points, 2 points ahead of Real Madrid. Los Blancos, we beat them rivals. Granada, Osasuna, and Real Valladolid all getting relegated. And then in the Copa de España, it's the furthest we've gotten, the semi-finals, but we lost out, no, the quarterfinals, sorry, but we lost out on penalties to Athletic Bilbao, who were in the final against Real Madrid. Hold on, wait up a minute. No, this can't be right. This can't... Are you kidding me? Okay, we haven't even took out everything domestically yet. And we've qualified for the Champions League final. It's an all-Spanish final up against Atletico Madrid. What has gone on here? We took out Spartak Moscow 4-0 in the round of 16. And then in the quarters, we have on penalties, we've managed to get there by the skin of our teeth. 5-4 against Olympic Lyon. And then a masterclass against Manchester City. We've taken out the Citizens 3-1. It's Atletico Madrid, previous season's La Liga champions. We are now facing them in a Champions League final. With the chance of being crowned kings of Europe, we might have to let the Copa de España go. I mean, I'd rather be European champions than Spanish Cup champions. We've already dominated the league. We've been given ample time to rest and recover, so there shouldn't be any excuses heading into the Champions League final. But I do want to cover our main performers this season and go over our objectives that we set out for ourselves. Well, FIFA CM tips set out for ourselves at the start of the video. So here are our main performers so far. 60 appearances for the captain. It was a double on the final day to win us the title. And it's 38 goal contributions from the man himself, Carlos Alenia. Where would we be without him? 20 goals for Abel Ruiz. He's been persistent throughout these 7 years, and he's managed to grab 22 goal contributions. Arne is managing 12 goals and 16 assists. Yet another campaign where he's achieved double figures in both goals and assists. We have Adama Traore, who's going to be injured for the final. Unfortunately, our best rated, our highest rated winger with 9 goals and 4 assists. Finally, Mauro Icardi's done something. 9 goals and 4 assists, 13 goal contributions for the Argentine, who seemed hopeless throughout. And we have Dennis Mann in there with 7 goals. Diaz also picking up 6. Hector Bellerin from right back with 5 goals and 2. And then Rodri, 4 goals and 5 assists from CDM. It's 1 assist and 26 clean sheets for the likes of Andre Onana. We've proven ourselves in the league, and we've brought back La Masia players old and new. The majority of the squad has been Spanish in conjunction with scouting and just picking up great young Spanish talent here in FIFA 18. We've been scouting in Spain throughout the entirety of this rebuild challenge, and we've also found our next Messi. If only we could go in a few more seasons with the 19-year-old Jose Rivero. He's already gone up by a +6 this season, and he does have potential to be special, so he's going to be an absolute gun in the future, and we're going to crown him our next Messi. Well, Season 7 has proved to be the lucky one, because throughout, I thought this was going to go at least 10 seasons here with Barca B, but we've massively overachieved. Yes, we've taken a few shortcuts here and there, not winning the Copa de España. However, we have a majority Spanish squad here with the Youth Academy team, and we've gotten some absolute ballers on our hands, some La Masia graduates who are ready to tackle Atletico Madrid face first, head on, in the Champions League final. It's an all-Spanish encounter. Well, I hope you're ready, boys and girls, because I don't know why in 2023, 2022, whatever year we're in, somehow there's a Champions League final in the day. I mean, it doesn't really paint the picture all too well, but we're here after 8 years of blood, sweat, and tears. So BCHD has molded this Barcelona B Youth Academy second-tier team into the most dominant team in Catalonia, the most dominant team in Spain, 1 year before EA got the Champions League licensing. So yeah, we're still calling it the Champions Cup in all its unlicensed glory. Wrap yourselves in, buckle up. Carlos Aleña's on a mission tonight, the captain, who is the player to watch and should be our marquee man in the middle. Here is how Atletico Madrid are lining up. Obviously, Jean Oblak in between the sticks. They've got the likes of Mbolo, damn, he's a career mode legend. Tammy Abraham, Chanalogu, Correa and Sayul on the wings. De Vrij and Kiyan in the centre-back partnership. Don't really know who he is. And Toyan in the right. Jordan Marby on the left. It's a bit of a surprise, a bit of a mixed bag, but there are some quality talents in that red and white squad. And look at him, calm, composed, ready for the big occasion. He's come dressed to impress. Onana giving the team talk. I think we're ready, and it's going to be Tammy Abraham to kick us off. No, it's Mbolo. Never mind, but we are off to the races today. It's all come down to this. I have not played FIFA 18 in a solid 2 years, I'd say. I have not come back on this game, so it'll be interesting to see how am I going to adapt. How am I going to find the gameplay here as Diaz finds a little bit of space. Can he put that over the top? It is Mauro Icardi all of a sudden in the clear, and Oblak has gotten... I was trying to take it around him from the corner. Can we aim for Icardi's head? That's what we need to target. Man, and it's just over the bar. Again, we are threatening. Can we get another attempt? Here with Icardi all alone. Icardi tries it, and Oblak, did that go over the line? Do we need VAR here in FIFA 18? It out to Arnaiz, and on the overlap is Sergio Gomez. Can he find a ball into the back stick? And no, Charles Aleña. Why has someone invited me to a party in the middle of a Champions League final? And Sir BCHD is getting requests all across the gaff, and it's all kicking off. Are you kidding me? Onana with a save that I didn't expect it to be a dangerous attempt on goal, but the Cameroonians made a mess of it. Again, Atletico with another corner. What are they going to muster up? Can we get clear? And we try to get cleared. It's off the post. Oh, it's just one scare after the other, and at both ends, there is some drama into the path of Diaz. And here we go. Diaz on the overlap. Can Diaz get something from this low driven? Oblak with a kick save. Bellerin. Oh, Diaz. Come on, son. You've been practicing your first touch on the training ground all week, and you've done that. And now Tammy Abraham in the clear. Tammy Abraham. And he's just missed the goal mouth. That could have been dangerous. Oh, my goodness. Oh, so close. Oh, again. Rodri through to Icardi. Icardi tries it. And Atletico's brick wall defense. They're yet to be penetrated, but boy, we're making them think about a few things. Oh, slide challenge. Get there, Aleña. There we go. One more attack before the bell. And here we are. The referee's gifted us another chance. And it's Diaz who will cut back. Waits for Aleña to make it through. And that will be half-time. 0-0. How's it remained goalless in the first 45? Well. Let's go round 2, baby. Second 45, ready to get underway. Backing over to Icardi. And he will find that ball through Arnaiz again. And oh my goodness, this green grass he's got to run onto is looking so tempting right now. And the ball across, it's taken a bobble. But the man in the moment, he just knows where to be. He's a fox in the box. And Mauro Icardi snuck in behind the whole entire Atletico defense. And he's opened the scoring. What a man. He has been one of the biggest flops so far. When we signed him the first 2 seasons, he's redeemed a bit of his name. And he's come through with a goal. The run though, he managed to offload to Arnaiz, made that darting run into the middle, and it paid off on the half volley as well. Oblak caught out. He just didn't expect it, and Atletico Madrid shocked to the core. Barcelona B take the lead here in this Champions League final. It's his 5th goal in the Champions League, coming in the 55th minute, and we're gifting them chances here as Hakan Çalhanoğlu, we all know he's got a deadly left foot, but Andre Onana, he stuck the hand out, and he was diving the other way. How has he kept that out? As they make a change, it is going to be Mensah on for Chahed. The Cameroonian shot stopper does what he does best. And here's a corner opportunity for Atletico. Can we get it out of there? Tammy Abraham. Safe hands, Onana. He's going to exploit this left-hand side. Can he get across into the middle? It's Icardi all alone. And how has Oblak kept that out? That is why he's considered one of the best. And now it's another substitution for Atletico. They're throwing everything out. They're throwing the kitchen sink at this game as Nicolas Chapakas makes his way on for Sayul. And now we try and foul him. Is there no foul? Why is everyone just tumbling over? Straight to an Atletico Madrid player. Here with Chapakas fresh off the bench. There's space for him to operate in. And that is a dangerous tackle. Can it just not be a red card, please, referee? As Hodhemed got ahead of himself. And now we might be in a very, very sticky situation. 15 minutes left to play, and we have a possible red card scenario. Was it a red card? Was it not? I'm not too sure what is going on. Yeah, it's only a yellow, but a free kick situation. And Hakan Çalhanoğlu, you'd usually expect him to convert those. 5 minutes left to go. Are they going to get an equalizer? And can we stop them dead in their tracks? Who is marking him? Bolo. But thankfully, he's fluffed his lines. And the Atletico number 8 is another sub. They're taking off Correa and bringing on Vieto. As Elena, the captain, wouldn't it just be written in the stars for him to score? But he'll provide an assist maybe here with Diaz. Just unleash, son. And Atletico Madrid fail to break our defense. We have defended our precious 1-goal lead that Mauro Icardi graciously scored for us. And in the 55th minute, it was all decided. Charles Alenia, the captain, extremely happy with that. And we take it home in what has been one of the most dramatic but low-scoring Champions League finals. I mean, that first half just popped off, and the second half was tense down to the last seconds. And that is it, the rebuild complete. We have rebuilt an entire youth academy team. Barcelona B have won the Champions League. I mean, you're never going to see it in real life. It's not even possible in real life. It is only possible in the virtual world. Here in FIFA 18, this retro rebuild has gone down a treat, honestly. Like I said, I got to thank the main man, FIFA CM Tips. Check him out. The link is in the description for his Barcelona B challenge. If you want to try it out yourselves, if you did go on to enjoy this video though, make sure to smack a like on it, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you never miss out on any of the content coming to the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Insta. The link is in the description. That has been all for me. I've been BCHD. Hopefully you have a very nice day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the very next video. I'll leave you with the Barca B Champions League celebrations.